Well, hello everyone. I see that you were interested enough in the 4-city win to come and watch the whole game. So let's try to repeat this. I'm going to use the Rise and Fall expansion. Obviously, we are going to play with Korea. So let's look for them. You know what? Let's go to advanced setup. I want to go Deity, Ancient Era, standard size. 12 city-states, 8 civilizations, the usual stuff. We're not going to decide who are we playing against. Everything, all of the victories are enabled. You know, all of the standard stuff here. And I think that's it. Yeah, everything is fine. So yeah, let's see if we manage to win the game on daily difficulty with only 4 cities. Korea is going to help us because we have a lot of science, so we're going for a scientific victory. I don't necessarily believe that you can win any other victory with 4 cities on Deity, but I would like to see someone try maybe the cultural one, although you won't have any land for like natural parks and seaside resorts, so that sounds really difficult to me. Domination, of course, will be tough because, well, first of all, you have to keep the capitals, so you will eventually have a lot more than 4 cities.
Reach for the heavens, shrewd queen.
But even before that, I think it could be hard to build enough units. But anyway, you can't really have only 4 cities if you win a domination victory. And religious, I simply don't think you can generate enough faith points with only 4 cities. Okay, so I was drinking some water, sorry. Let's see what did the game give us. We have some mountains for adjacency in our campuses, which is fine. We need the hills, obviously. With Korea, you tend to have hills, at least on your capital, because the game knows that you need them for the campus, and it's going to give you several of them. We have some sheep here, some wheat. We have a luxury tobacco. It's nice. So it looks like settling on place is the best thing to do. That could lose to 1 turn. Come here. If I come here, I don't get the stone, but I could always come here and expand over there. Let's see what's... Yeah, that's another hill actually, which is nice. This hill. Campus here could be nice. You have one adjacency here, and then of course, because you are Korea, your campus is going to give science points to all of the mines around it. So if you build mines in these 3 tiles and you have a campus here, this campus is going to give +1 science to all of them, which is nice, obviously. That this looks like a good spot for a campus. Another option would be a campus here, +2 adjacency, giving science to this possible mine and this. Okay, no, wait, this is plains. Yeah, so the campus has to be... Okay, no, it cannot be here. It cannot be on plains, sorry. We are Korea, we need our campus to be on a hill. It could go there. Give science here. Could go here, but then we won't have any mines around it, so I don't necessarily like this idea. We could move here, build a campus there, and build a mine here. That is also an option. I think that settling on plains is probably a better idea than settling on a hill if we are playing with Korea, or in general actually. Also, it's surrounded by rivers, so it's very defensible, unless they attack from the north, of course. You know what, I am going to lose 1 turn. I usually don't like to do that, but we are going to make an exception here. And we get pearls if we settle here, because that's 3 tiles away, so that's nice. It's a shame that we cannot build a campus here. Anyway, let's settle. And we have more hills down here, which is interesting. This is a hill, so we could eventually build a campus here, give science to this mine and this mine. That is not too bad. Or build a campus here, give science to these two. Either way it's nice, to be honest with you. So let's go Slinger. Research animal husbandry, I think that's appropriate. We need irrigation there. Animal husbandry is going to give me this, so that's fine. I could also go mining just to chop stuff, but we're not going to have a builder so soon probably. So I'm going to go with that instead. And I just realized that I didn't set up my clock. Sorry guys, I'm going to just not play for like a few seconds and set up my clock. Okay, that's it. My stopwatch. Otherwise I lose track of time, and then I end up making extremely long videos that no one really wants to watch. Okay, I went to the hill. I know this loses the movement in one go, but from up the hill you can see more. So we have horses, which is not really relevant to us, but we could trade them, I guess. So should we expand north or southeast? That's going to be a question. So campus here, does it look like a good idea? Campus here. Is it going to be mines eventually? So campus there sounds like a decent idea. I'm going to write campus, and they're going to be learning geometry on this campus, so we are using the hexagon. I don't know, I just don't know which icon to use, so whatever. Oh, hello Buenos Aires. I got one envoy. They want me to trigger a Eureka for bronze working, which usually happens. Do we want to conquer Buenos Aires? They have a lot of jungle. Not so many hills, only this one here, so maybe not. Interesting. So anyway, we were first to meet Buenos Aires, so we are getting where is it? No, era progress. This is not what I was going for. Oh, I don't have the city-state icon yet. Okay, yeah. Plaza production when building wondrous buildings and districts in the capital. So that's nice. We are not going to build any wonders or buildings or districts yet. At the beginning it's all about units really, but still it's nice, you know, an envoy for free. Okay, let's see, can I expand over there? We don't have a lot of hills in this area, and also 1, 2, 3, and then 1. Yeah, it looks like we cannot really expand here. Okay, so it's a good thing that we moved the capital here. Yeah, because otherwise the expansion here wasn't going to be great anyway. So I'm actually okay with having moved my capital to the west. Anyway. Some bananas here. Where is this? This is a lake. So that is actually fresh water, I think. Yeah, this is actually fresh water, so we could settle there. Which is interesting. If we want to settle here, it's an option. We can build another campus there, give one science to this mine, possibly. Or build a campus here, actually, and give science to those two. Actually, that's an option for the capital as well. Campus here or campus down here. Well, that's another option. So you know what? I'm going to mark all of the possible campuses, because why not? Still not great. Up north, I'm not super happy with that land for now. I need more incentives to expand up here. This is a hill. Well, that's nice actually. That hit all of the bananas. Yeah, that could convince me to go up there. Definitely not over here. This is all plains, so no hills at all. In general, you want hills in this game because you need a lot of production, but obviously if you are Korea, you want even more hills. I don't think a lot of barbarians are going to come from the north. Oh, look at that. Actually, I want to go through here. So we have a village, that's fine. Yeah, I was saying that I don't think a lot of barbarians, or maybe some barbarians, are going to come from up there. There was a scout just sneaking around. Do we see a camp here? I don't actually see a camp. Okay, so there is no barbarian camp or outpost or however you call it. But if they're around here, they will be attacking Buenos Aires, so they will leave me alone. Still, maybe one more slinger, just in case. I could try to... I mean, I don't seem to have a very close neighbor. It's turn 11, I haven't met anyone. So in theory, I could go builder, get this with animal husbandry, maybe chop a few things. 14 turns, though, until I get that. Three turns to grow, and if we lock this one, 1 turn to grow. Okay, let's grow right now. 14 turns. Yeah, I will get the slinger first and then a builder. I think that's a better idea.
If there are no dogs in heaven.
Okay, we got 1 error score. I would like to get a dark age at the beginning. That should be nice, so we can get a heroic age later. Okay, and I think this guy is going to come south through the mountains, maybe, because I'm not going to expand over here. That seems almost certain. I prefer this land with all of those nice mountains. Pottery, granary, etc. I'm not building a granary yet. I'm gonna go mining. I'm not going archery yet. I'm not going to rush anyone. It doesn't look like anyone wants to rush me. I don't really see any enemies. Okay, I think the barbarian went down here. Oh, maybe Toronto killed it. And I'm also first one to meet Toronto, so it doesn't seem like I have any enemies to the west, because I was first to both of these city-states, so I got free envoy. Inspiration for foreign trade, discover a second continent. Oh, too bad it wasn't craftsmanship, because I always get this one. Improve 3 tiles. This is very easy to boost. You should always boost it. But foreign trade, this really depends on luck. So, well, it's a shame. But maybe I get a couple more free envoys if I'm lucky. Anyway, this guy should be coming back. Really. Okay. So, okay, so no enemies to the west. Maybe not a lot of barbarians to the west either, because Toronto and Buenos Aires will deal with them. So that's nice. Speaking of barbarians, let's try to do some damage there. I don't have the extra strength yet, so I could actually get wounded here, but apparently it won't happen. This guy just decided to escape instead. Oh, there is some nice land here. We have some nice hills. We have copper, we have cattle. I'm not going to get the spices before Toronto gets them, so that's a shame. But it's still some nice land. You know, we have 2 hills here. There is a nice river. Let's see if we have something here, and then around here could be a good spot for a city. Okay, so the mountains don't allow me to go this way. No one is going to rush me from here. They will conquer Buenos Aires first. So the north is quite alright at the time. We are getting this stuff, and we are getting production. Eventually I will want a pantheon, but not yet. Let's put some time there. I would like to kill that guy. I wouldn't mind. I'm getting a little bit far away from the place where I want to be, so maybe if there is a unit here, maybe he crosses the river and then I can kill him. Okay, he didn't cross the river, but I can still kill him and get the Eureka for archery. Yeah, and I'm 1 barbarian closer to getting the Eureka for bronze working, which I totally want, to get a free envoy, and I can totally go for a builder. I could have gone for a builder, earlier actually, because there doesn't seem to be anyone around. I was just scared of, you know, the southeast. There you go. Reasonable offer, sure. Where is this guy? Okay, I have no idea where he is. This is super annoying. It didn't happen in any of the previous Civilization games. You can meet someone and not know where, but according to that camera movement, they are here. Okay, so they are somewhere in the south. If I want this land, I need to take it fast. Okay, this is a lake, by the way, right? Hello, game. Yeah, lake. So that's interesting in case I need it for expansion. Okay, fine. So we have this guy. We have to do this before it's too late, because they will hate you immediately. You see, -8 first impression. Sure, why not? Why not -8? I mean, I didn't do anything, so the game just decided to give me -8, which is lovely. Oh, we have food here. So this tile here is all of a sudden not so bad. It's very easy to defend. We have another hill up here. Yeah, we have another hill up there. Another hill up there. And another hill up here. We could set a campus like there, get +1 science here and there. It's not a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea, but not an urgent one. No one is going to get here quickly enough to take that away from me. And I need to find Persia, of course. There you are. Okay, Persian scout made me on turn 17 or 18, which isn't so early. They are not very close, but they are, well, they cannot be far to the south actually. There is pole here already, there is tundra. So they could be to the southeast. So if I want to expand here, and it looks like I do, I need to do it quickly. My first settler is probably going to come around there. Later on I'm going to take this city. It might be actually the last one I take. Alright then, what is this warrior going to do? Do we want to explore here? Well, maybe we do. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is... oh, this is also a hill. It's between two mountains. There's a bunch of hills around it, so I could, like, I don't know, so maybe here put a campus there, put a campus here. That gives it extra science to this mine and that mine. Well, this is nice land, definitely, to the southeast. I want to take it before Persia does, and then I'm going to think about this stuff. This stuff is nice, but this land is better. So luxuries, we have 2 right now. There is nothing around this one. There won't be anything if I expand here, and there won't be anything if I expand there. So only 2 luxuries, nothing to trade to get more luxuries. That's gonna be a problem.
When you find yourself in a hole, quit.
We are going to need more happiness than that. So that's something to consider. Do we want to get a few turns into archery? I don't necessarily think I want to do that. I will want irrigation, so I guess pottery first is a better idea. How many turns? 2 turns and 4 for the builder. Okay, that's fine. Let's cross this. Yeah. Let's cross this. No luxuries whatsoever. Lots of mountains. That's nice. I like it because a 4-city game in Civilization 6 is obviously a very peaceful game, or you want to try to make it a very peaceful game.
An enormous and lofty column of flame allowed the people in Holt
this thing
to read as perfectly at night as if it had been day.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. Oh my god. Okay. Those yields are super interesting. +1 culture, +2 food every yield, and that's super interesting because we have copper here. So this is production. This is a hill as well. Yeah, this is a hill, so it also gets production, and then it gets 2 food from this stuff and 1 culture. Whoa. Yeah, now I have to settle here, like super fast. This has suddenly changed everything. Okay, where am I going to settle? 1, 2, 3, 4. I could settle here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could also settle there. This is plains, so it's in theory it's better, but this one is easier to get that tile and more cattle. This is not a hill. Okay, I'm going to explore a little bit more. I would really like to keep this as a dark age if possible. Where are you, Cyrus? How much do you hate me yet? -8. Still -8 from that freaking first impression, which is something that you know, if it was probably the only bad thing about diplomacy in Civilization 4. Otherwise, diplomacy in Civilization 4 is the best diplomacy in any civilization game ever. Oh, boosted political philosophy because I'm in another city-state right before they die, which is interesting. Cool. It's always good to boost political philosophy, of course. I was going to say that the first impression was the only bad thing about diplomacy in Civilization 4, and for some reason they decided to bring it back here. Okay, so this is definitely attacked by Persia, so I have to settle here before the natural wonder, which sucks. But I have to block Persia. I cannot let them settle right there, which they are totally going to do. Okay, so let's make a decision here. Let's plan this. Oh, this is this is a campus, so let's change this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could settle the city right here, so it can only be attacked from this tile there. That is super annoying for any invader, really. It's a total blocker against Persia if they decide to be my enemies. I will have to defend only one city. I could even put an encampment there and make it even more impossible to invade. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to totally get the blocker here, and then I can get a campus like here. More science there, more science there, more science here. Yeah, that's absolutely a great idea, because this campus is on the defended part of the city. Yeah, that's I'm happy with that. And here we have so much copper. It's such a shame that I cannot trade it. Anyway, city here, campus there, maybe, because I don't want to use these tiles or those ones. Campus here gives yeah, campus here gives science here, 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 and there. So yeah, this is going to be city, and then boom, 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 campus. It's not going to have adjacency because it's not next to any mountains, but I don't really care. I mean, I could put a campus here and lose one of the great natural wonder tiles and get some adjacency, but it doesn't seem to be worth it. I could also put it here. That is not such an awful idea. I lose one copper. I could lose this copper, which gets a lot of adjacency. This is a lot of adjacency, actually. So it's also an interesting idea. Again, 2 science here instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 science. This one loses 2 because it only gets 2 mines next to the campus. So long term, I lose adjacency. I mean, I lose science. But short term, I get all of this adjacency, and also there is a policy that gives you more adjacency. So short term, this one is better. Long term, this one is better. That is something that I will have to decide. I'll have to decide where to put it, okay? But the city location, I think, is clear. I think these are going to be my 4 cities, very close to the capital, as you can see, very easy to defend. If Buenos Aires and Toronto manage to survive, I think Buenos Aires is probably not going to survive. There is probably someone here that is going to destroy them. But if they both manage to survive, it's going to be very easy to defend this. Because I'm totally defended against Persia here. Okay, so cool. So that's the plan. That's the plan for the future. Yeah, Kabul has died. Oh, this is Japan actually. Oh, hello Japan. Hey guys. Honor to meet you. Yeah, sure, I'd love to sample that. +1, yeah, okay, I think that's still safe. So hello Japan. I really want you to not settle. Okay, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They could settle there. So I'm going to plant my slinger there. They could also settle here, but that's a rubbish spot, so they will probably try to settle there. I need to build a settler like right now to go and get this city before Japan does anything funny. Let's do this. Okay, do they hate me so much? -6. -8. I heard this first impression thing. There is nothing you can do about it. So the game decides to punish you, you know, just because, basically. Okay, so this guy is going to fog bust this land. Do I want to fog bust around here? I imagine probably not. Okay. This city could eventually get these horses before Toronto. Okay, so my main problem are luxuries. We have Mercury here, but I'm not going to go sell all the way there just for the Mercury. Can Buenos Aires get it? 1, 2, 3. They can eventually get it. If I become suzerain, I don't know, I could have it. If I become suzerain of Toronto, I could have spices. Becoming suzerain of Toronto is obviously awesome. Actually, both of them are pretty awesome. This one gives you bonus resources, behave like luxury. So I have a bunch of bonus. I will have banana, I will have wheat, I will have sheep, I will have copper and cattle. So I will have a lot of bonus resources, stone as well. So that would be awesome. That would solve all of my happiness problems. And here, regional. Oh, actually, wait. Toronto is actually not good for a small empire. Well, that's an interesting twist. Toronto is usually one of the best city-states in the game because the regional effects from the industrial zones and the complex reach 3 tiles faster. But I'm going to have such a small empire that that's actually going to be irrelevant. So yeah, I want to be suzerain of Buenos Aires. This is where I have to invest all of my envoys, and I hope they survive, but it seems unlikely. Well, they're surrounded by jungle right now, rivers from the south, but obviously I'm not going to attack them from the south. From the north they have jungle, so they're not so easy to invade. If they manage to build walls, maybe they survive into the late game. Maybe if I'm super lucky they survive and I invest all of my envoys there and I solve my happiness problems. Well, that's something that we are going to see in the future of this game. So we see this is the plan. Trying to be suzerain of Buenos Aires is also the plan, and stopping the Japanese here is also the plan. Okay, let's see what happens. We are going to see all about that on the next video. I will see you guys later.